After months of exciting club rugby, the international game is finally making its long-awaited return to your screens. And we start off with the first tour of the series. It is England for 3 test matches up against New Zealand. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornf1akes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2. And of course the June Internationals or Summer Internationals for all you Northern Hemisphere viewers out there. England is the first ones to step off into the rugby field for the first match of their tour, and they are facing the All Blacks in a 3-test series. And Test 1 is about to kick off, underway tonight. Now, the All Blacks, of course, unbeaten in 2013, and they look to extend that winning streak here in their first match of 2014. Got most of their core squad still there from last year, and just missing a couple of key figures in Kieran Reid and, of course, Julian Salvia on the wing, but adequate replacements, and we'll see how good they go after a long season of playing against each other. England, on the other hand, are without a full host of players and have brought somewhat of a B-team squad over for the first match. These players won't be thinking they are anything but that and will be looking to take the opportunity with both hands that they have been given. It is full of talented, up-and-coming young players, and always a few there from a normal English side. Tuilangi will be a key man in the back line, and he has a host of youngsters around him that he'll have to keep nice and composed. The forward pack, again, same situation, but you'd think players like Rob Shaw and Launchbury Parling will be ones to hold them together in this tough test against the All Blacks. It is match 1, and of course, the haka to kick us off. And love it or hate it, it definitely gets the crowds going here at Eden Park for this first test match. It will give them a good buzz as we will kick this one off. The team's now set to go, and it will be young Freddie Burns who will open up this 3-match series with the first set play. Here we go. Burns will kick off. The ref looks ready. He's blowing his whistle and we are underway. Burns kicking off for England, and it goes across with the wind, and Marlon Yard gets the first touch of the ball, and England are attacking instantly. Here's Tuilangi, and man, that'll be a key figure. Eastman into the team, and look at this from Burns. He's opening it up already. May gets the in ball, and he finds Eastman, who's covering across well in support for England. What a start this is for the English. They go across with Wilson to Parling, and intercepted from Conrad Smith, who gets away from Tuilangi, and he finds a good pass out to Corey Jane, who makes little mistake in his clearance kick up towards halfway, and a good reply after a block-busting start from the English. They opt for a full line-out, 7-man line-out for England, and it will be thrown from Webber. He's given a nicely to Youngs, and Burns, who's already had a big run under his belt already tonight, goes charging at the All Blacks defensive line. Youngs gives away to Eastman, looking to go around Nonu. Nice pass to Haskell, and there's a chance out here again for May, and he is hit heavily. A big tackle coming in from Cruden. Still there for England though. Burns this time distributes just about another intercept as Haskell on hand once again, and Haskell, that's an injury for England. Haskell is off. And the replacement coming on is Johnson to replace Haskell. What a big blow that is for England so early on. And a big chance for Haskell to really show his strong domestic form into the internationals. But he has been done in, and Johnson now will be the one to take his place on the blind side of the scrum. And it's a good scrum too. And Youngs goes for a little scamper out to Yard. And that's a good attempt, Morgan. Good run here. Eastman throws it back in field. Wild pass to no one. And the All Blacks come up with it. Here's Aaron Smith. First real ball they've had here as Nonu goes away for Dane Coles, keeping this alive through McCaw. And they go to halfway. Well, England have butchered a big chance to get some territory in possession as Cruden kicks that out on the full. Eastman high tackle, and the ref's gone straight to his pocket for Kyle Eastman. There's a yellow card, and the inside centre's gone for 10 minutes. The first indiscretion of the match, and that is the end of Eastman. Wow, and Cruden's kick was an absolute shocker as well. It went out on the full, which would have meant the line out for England way back where he kicked it. As a result, they are a man down now, and Cruden gets to retake that kick, which goes right up to the 22. Dane Coles will throw in the line out. He goes to the back, and McCaw just gets that one in. Now they go out, and it's Tuilangi on Nonu. What a matchup that's going to be. As away goes for Conrad Smith. He's got a man out wide. It is Jane, and Ben Smith is out there. Nonu for the corner. Oh, and Yard has just kicked that dead. What a try-saver from Marlon Yard. Ben Smith it was that delivered that grubber kick back in field for Nonu. And boy, it just about really come off for them. It'll be a scrum feed, 5 metres out for the All Blacks, and look at England's back. Oh, that's a good shove. That's a big shunt. And England are going to get this ball here. No, the All Blacks have turned it. No, it's still come out for England, unbelievably somehow. England have possession, and Burns has thumped that into the wind as well. It's not his best kick, and Daggs picked it up, and Ben Smith gets hammered straight over the sideline. And a big shunt there. Good tackle from Youngs, I think that was. And England will have a double chance here to clear their line. It's a 5-man line out this time. And Webber goes to Launchbury at the front. Youngs back out to Robshaw. He's not going to kick that. It changes his mind, gives it to Burns. Oh, Burns is sideswiped there from Cruden as he looked to play a bit of territory. Here's Youngs again. Now looked offside, but it's play on. His Yard breaks through the first line of defence. Past a couple of forwards. Looks to dribble it past Dag, but it's come away from him. And Dag gets it away. And Corey Jane tried to storm his way upfield, but dragged down his Whitelock. Big ball over the top for Nonu, who changes his mind. Goes wide for Conrad Smith, for Ben Smith involved. But a good tackle from May. Cuts him down right on the 22. May's got that and just about gone out, and now it's England attacking back. But a knock on from Morgan.
Release. Advantage over.
Has ended that, and advantage is quickly over though as it goes Retallick going to Whitelock. And the 2 second rowers try to link up something together. Nothing there as Aaron Smith has gone for a drop goal. A remarkable kick from the little scrum half. And it gets the All Blacks off to a good start. 3 points on the board and the lead already building. Well, he had a good run. He had some space. He had time. And he quickly just went for a little snap drop goal. And boy, has it paid off as England now get their full complement back. Eastman finds his way back out onto the paddock. Just the 3 points conceded for England. As Burns kicks off again, that is a horrible kickoff. But it's gone down to Conrad Smith, who picks it up. He dummies. Ball takes out 3 Englishmen, but finally gets taken down. Eastman involved straight away off his time out off the bin. Here's McCaw. Goes short. Oh, it's an intercept from May. How was he involved in that little scuffle there? Back it goes. Eastman back on the field. He's looking to reply with a drop goal of his own, which goes astray. Well, he made a big tackle, rolled out of that, went to first receiver, and hammered a nice drop goal attempt, but it went adrift just slightly.
Crouch. Touch.
And the All Blacks have the option. They go for the scrum where the ball was kicked. And after the last performance of the forward pack, I don't know how confident they'll be feeling here. England dominated that last scrum, turned it over. This time, they don't look like they'll be so lucky, and it's a steady one for Aaron Smith, who goes to Cruden, who swings it wide, and there's a 2-on-1 here, and brilliantly for Jane. He created the space and then decided that they did not want to play on and would prefer to go to the sheds, ahead by just 3-0 over England. It's a slender lead, but it's a lead nonetheless. But England have made all the players. We can tell by the stats here, looking at them, 61% of possession and 71% of territory going the way of the English. So that is all one-way traffic, and New Zealand still have the lead of 3 points to 0. Of course, the injury to Haskell, not the best way to start a tour, but still in this match, very much so. Against the undefeated team from last year, they'll be looking to extend that. Of course, the yellow card to Kyle Eastman, that was a big blow, and it could have damaged their chances of getting some points of their own, but it has not caused them too much damage. They only trail by 3, and the Eden Park crowd, well, they may start to get a bit concerned here. England are still in this match. They are definitely within a scoring play of taking out the lead, and 1 half to go. Match fitness already starting to be questioned. Who is the battle-hardened team? England in their first test, the first test of the tour. For June, summer, wherever you're from, let's get down to the second half. It's England trailing the All Blacks 3-0. And an unlikely candidate taking the drop goal as well. Aaron Smith with the only points of the match as Cruden kicks off, and it is a substitute, Johnson, who charges forward with the kickoff and will lose it as it comes back on the All Black side. And Aaron Smith, already with 3 points on his card already, gives it away to Nonu. And look at them coming away to the left through McCaw, finding Jane, who gets taken down. Good tackle. Jane and May have been battling hard against each other all night. Here's Aaron Smith, short pass to Retallick. And he just about snuck through a little hole there, did Retallick. Big man. Little hole, doesn't work too often. As Aaron Smith has a little dabble again off the back of the ruck. Short passes all around as McCaw gets hammered from Eastman, who spent time off of the yellow card. Here's Kaino, back from Japan and back in the All Blacks. And he goes deeper into the 22, Messam. Keeping this tight here, New Zealand, very tight. Loose forward trio doing a lot of work. Now they look to the backs. Cruden goes out wide. Nonu finds Ben Smith once again. And Ben Smith is on Brown. Oh, he's got it down, has he? That is unbelievable if he has got that in the corner. Mike Brown did a fantastic job of trying to take him out. I believe he's done so. Ben Smith claiming the try and the referee is agreeing. Nonu's pass was perfect. Ben Smith sold the dummy pass one. Oh, that's out. That's out. Slow it down here. This has to be slowed down. Here we go. Take a little look. Slow this one down. That has got to be out. That has to be out. The ref has called it a try. He doesn't want to look upstairs. And remarkably so, the All Blacks take an 8-point lead. And as it always is with the All Blacks versus England, it is highly controversial as Cruden has slid that one wide. And the door is still slightly ajar for England here. The lead is 8 for New Zealand. There are still 30 minutes to go. Burns hasn't had much of a match to remember today. As he kicks off, that one is a good kickoff too, but it is taken from Ben Smith, the try scorer. Mr. Controversy himself kicks it down to yard, and there's a good chance here with Eastman. He's got Lawsbury out there, but he's not really the man you want, as he's throwing a wild one out the back. It's dribbled towards the black jersey, and it's gone back to New Zealand, and they spread it wide. Conrad Smith gets it out to Ben Smith. Inside he goes, Nonu, but that's better defence on the two Smiths out there. Kaino tries to force his way through, gets taken in a good tackle, and England like their chances, and they turn it over. Now, can they run this out here? Have they got much choice? There's still time to go as Lawsbury goes back inside, and Marler just about loses complete control of it. And England doing a world of bother here. It's come back for the All Blacks as Conrad Smith tried to beat everyone to the line, but England's defence just carried and just held him out. Here's Messam. Cruden, short pass, oh, good tackle too, made on Retallick. As England once again pile in, and it's going to be Brown to play scrum half. Gives it to Tuilangi, puts the fend on, and gets through one tackle and throws a forward pass. And England's night is being summed up by mistakes here. I'm not sure they can really afford to just play territory anymore. There was the forward ball. It was looking for Burns, but as time ticks down now, England need to score and get themselves back in this match. The All Blacks have the scrum feed. Aaron Smith puts it in and it's easily taken deal with as they go wide for Cruden, who's taken from Youngs. Here's Nonu! Nonu's right through! He went around the outside of Tuilagi and Eastman.
Release.
That was a brilliant run from Nonu. Here's Aaron Smith again. Retallick. Oh, this is a chance here. Got to be a try for Cruden. He went back inside for Conrad Smith, and he'll score. Try number 2, going to Conrad Smith. It is one-way traffic here in the second half. 2 tries to nothing. Conrad Smith scores right down the middle, thanks to 2 big breaks here. The first one went to Nonu, which you won't really see, but there was Cruden. He put the defence in massive trouble mode. They all just took him on as he looked like he was going to go all the way by himself. You see the pass here from Retallick. They all saw, went, shit, get him. And they had to get him too. But look at that, poor defence from 3 England players here. Youngs was one, and there was 2 others as well that Conrad Smith just bulldozed right over the top of. The first try may have been controversial, but that one was anything but. England now, surely this is game over for them. They need to score 3 times in 13 minutes. Cruden's kick is successful, and the difference is quite a lot as Whitelock makes way for Thrush for New Zealand. But the job seems to be already done here. Well, few were predicting a close match, a lot more were predicting a thrashing. It's been neither of those things, but England have definitely performed fairly well given their lack of experience as it's a missed kickoff, and Yard has picked it up. Nicely done from the winger. Eastman, Johnson, this is a chance they require. Webber goes for Robshaw, out of wide, Tuilagi can't get through. He had May on his side.
Release.
But just running out of space, running out of attacking players. Here's Youngs. Youngs is through. Oh, what a run from the little scrum half. But he's completely isolated and completely without support. And Dag gets the pass. Oh, off the post. Robshaw's picked it up. Johnson's got it. They're throwing it around like it is a hot potato at the moment. Burns, that is not the best pass either. Launchbury gives it to Marler. And the big loose head prop has no other option but to drive it forward for his team. And look at support here for New Zealand. It is far too good, far too strong at the rucks. And they turn it over. Nonu frees the ball up in mid-tackle. Now it's with Messam. Messam straight through the middle. He finds support in Cruden. And Yard makes a good half tackle on him. And they finally take Cruden down. England have been way too slow to the breakdowns here. Aaron Smith goes to the right. No fullback in place for England as Ben Smith goes back to Nonu. And this is a good night punch for the All Blacks. Wow, what a match this has been from New Zealand. Far cry from what some may have been expecting. But it has been quite a polished second half. They went wide. Ben Smith has been so destructive. They figured him out and they really marked him, but then he started his offload game. He started his passing game, his playmaking game. And look what it created. 2 tries now as Nonu goes to him, but he just easily draws defenders and finds Nonu again. Cruden did the initial damage along with Messam, but it has been all one way from the men in black tonight. England were in it for about 50 minutes. After that, the black jersey took over. And the final whistle will sound straight after this kick from Cruden, who makes little mistake with that one. And the final score is going to be a damaging one to English reputations here, 22-0. Can anyone beat this All Black side? They now add one more to that undefeated streak, and they begin their 2014 season with a pretty comprehensive win here over a bit of a B-side from England, who promised a lot, and they delivered good amounts of pressure, good amounts of chances in their first half, but just fell completely out of sorts in that second half. They should have scored at least some points. 22-0 doesn't tell the full story. They were in this match with about 20 to go, and it wasn't until that final try that things really come unstuck for them. They pushed hard, they pressured, but the finishing just wasn't there for them. They had two good wingers, Yard and May. They're good players. The centres were good, Eastman and Tuilangi. The backs were decent enough, but the ball retention was poor, the handling was poor, and the chances were just not taken as they were given to England. It's a poor display, and they'll be bitterly disappointed, but with their reinforcements coming next week, they'll be hoping that the team can pick up something from this minefield of a match for them, really. As for the All Blacks, it was business as usual. Nonu got one try, and it was one apiece for Ben Smith and Conrad Smith. Cruden nailed 2 of his 3 conversions, and it was the other Smith, Aaron Smith, who got the 1 drop goal. So the Smiths had a good game, but the English not so. A complete contrast to the first half. England were 61-71 for possession and territory at half time. That just disintegrated. They hardly touched the ball in the second half, and it was New Zealand who went out to 64-67 possession and territory for the match overall. So that is just showing you the contrast of the two halves. The All Blacks took the line break 7-5, which proves that England definitely had the chance to score at least a couple of tries, but their 16 handling errors, no chance when you make that many mistakes. The All Blacks made none, and that is a pretty big difference right off the whistle. And that is the first match of this English tour, the June Internationals, the summer tours to the Southern Hemisphere. That is what this is all about. It is the first match. It is England who go down to the All Blacks 22-0. Of course, we will be covering all the tour matches going on throughout the world. We have the French in Australia. We, of course, have Ireland and Argentina playing. South Africa is getting visits from Wales, and there's plenty of other stuff going on throughout the next few weeks. So stick around, stay tuned for plenty of international rugby for these tours going on around the world as we take a break from club rugby and we have a look at some internationals as we build up to the long road of the 2015 World Cup, which is being peppered around quite heavily. So that is us. Game 1 done. 22-0. England go down to the All Blacks. Thank you all for watching and hope you enjoyed the match. I'll see you next time for Australia against France, coming very soon. Until then, take care.